That's how it is, right, my friends? Catch. It's always sad, right? It's always sad when some great platform is disappearing, right? Caleb Maddox joined. Hey, my friend. Hey, Claudia. So, as you know, today is the last day of Catch. A great platform, for sure. And you feel a little bit nostalgic. Sad day, I'm going after you, brother. Yeah, Brian, it is, absolutely. When I went through all my podcasts, and I'm going to share with you today a couple of things to give you some ideas what you can do with your podcasts. And what you should definitely do today, because it's the last day of doing it. But let's dive into it. I mean, thanks for all the shares, guys. Really appreciate you. Dancing Tria, thanks for tuning in. One of my lovely social media mentor class people. And that little guy, yeah, that's true. It got squashed by a big brand. And we will see what Periscope will do with it. I actually expected that Periscope comes out with a new feature that we can archive our Periscope streams today. It would have made sense, but probably they didn't do it. But we're going to talk about all those things. But as you know, always start with a little bit of education. So here are a couple of things I did with my streams. First of all, I downloaded them. And I download them on an external drive, and I want to show you how it looks when you download your streams, because it won't help you a lot if you don't do step 2 and step 3. So let me give you a second, and here are all my Catch streams. Let me quickly flip the screen so you can see it. So that's how it looks like when you save your broadcasts. So, oh well, no, that's not a broadcast. Wait, let me do it. The broadcasts are here. That's how it actually looks. Well, it's pretty similar, but as you can see, you only see like the comments, you see the text, and you have an MP4, which is your video. But it's gonna be, well, pretty difficult to understand, and that's all my broadcasts. Look at it, so many broadcasts on Periscope I catched today. It's, I think, 25 gigabytes of content, so it's really a lot. It goes on and goes on, but let's go up again. So that's not really helping you, but this makes me realize how much time we spend together, right? It's amazing how many hours of content. And today is the last day where you can see this. And I want you to take the chance to actually, if you only downloaded it, save this page as a PDF. And that's a big tip for you. I'm going to show you how this looks like. That's Pocket. So what I did is I saved the whole website as a PDF. And you can do this pretty simple with your Google Chrome browser. Just go and save as PDF. And this will stay. And I would really recommend to all of you to do this, because it will be much easier to find your broadcast later on once you downloaded them, because the download is without a title, is without anything, and it won't help you a lot. So I would really do that. Save it as a PDF, and you can only do this today. So don't miss the chance, because tomorrow the website probably won't be available anymore. Hey, here we have Charlene, there was like the first split screen and so on. So save it as a PDF. That's one thing I would really recommend you. It shouldn't be gone. Yeah, well. Another thing what I did is I wrote down all the info. Look at it here. I wrote down all my streams, and I also wrote down the live viewers, the comments, and the hearts. I did it with Google Drive as an Excel sheet, and now I can just sort it for live viewers, for example. So the worst stream I had like 116 live viewers. If I sort it the other way around, you see like the best stream had like 4,100 live viewers. And by doing this, I can find out what were my best streams. Where did I have the most comments? Where are the most hearts? Where are the most live viewers? And this really helps you identify what is great content for your audience. So that's the educational part. That's what I did. But now let's talk about it. Let's talk about what you think. Let's dive into, well, what do you think about it? Noel. This certainly isn't. Yeah, that is probably not the best stream I ever did. That's probably true. But hey, Arvin, great people are in here. Can I ask you something? Yes, Kato, please go for it. What software is that? Well, the software I'm using is Google Drive. It's a free software. You can use basically any Excel sheet. It will do the same work for you. And you just need to do the work today because tomorrow it might be gone. So take the chance to save as much data as you can because it will really help you to identify what is great content for your audience. Why is Katch closing? That's a good question. Well, you know, companies need to make money. If they don't make money, they run out of business. And there is, of course, another way to sustain a business, and this is by going through one founding round to the next founding round. And out of this arbitrage business, you try to survive. But sometimes you cannot close a founding round and you don't get new money in, and that's when you get broke and need to close down the company. And that's what unfortunately happened with Katch. And that's why Katch is closing. They simply ran out of money. Which is unfortunate. Yes, it is. But, you know, a couple of things I learned by using Katch and live streaming is at the end it's all about the people. And I said this a couple of times before, but it's really true. And when I take a look at all those streams, I realize how much great time we spent and how many great friends I met and got introduced to via live streaming. Does Facebook Live have a Katch screen? Yes, Facebook Live stays. That's one of the big advantages in my eyes Facebook Live has over Periscope, that streams actually stay. They could have offered a monthly subscription, raise dollars. Tina, that's true, and a lot of people said this, but understand that they need to raise a lot of money. And it won't happen. Honestly, I can tell you from experience, less than 10% of the people who are using a free service are using a paid service. So I don't think that they will get more than $5,000 to $10,000 a month from subscriptions. Right now, that's my guess, not more than $5,000 to $10,000 a month, maybe 20, but that won't cover the costs. And by doing so, they couldn't close another founding round because user growth will drop. It won't work. It won't work. If Periscope offered longer than 24 hours, would you pay Katch? That's another great point, AJ. Just ask yourself, would you go on paying Katch if Periscope offers you the same service natively and for free? Probably not. And yes, Chantal, this is actually going to happen. They will do it. Their business model wasn't set for that, but Periscope should have acquired. Brian, I totally agree with you. I was actually thinking in the early days that Periscope is doing this, but probably it's not their policy. They haven't acquired any company so far, so maybe Twitter is not thinking of acquiring any company. Maybe they think they can do it themselves. But emotionally, it would really make sense that they would do it, especially now. They could get it for such a cheap price. It would be a great story for Katch being acquired by Periscope. It would be a beautiful story for all people in all parts. I don't know why they're not doing it, but well, there must be reasons for it. They have no need to acquire Katch. For what? Users? They already had users. Well, AJ, it's just about the story. Because they don't understand or listen to the users. Yeah, Brian, I totally agree with you. And AJ, there is a big there's a big, probably the one big reason we are all here in right now, and that's the story. It would have been a beautiful story. It wouldn't have been a lot of money, for sure, and people would have loved it. Because people love Katch. I mean, I remember the first time when I met the CEO, I think it was at the Periscope Summit in New York. He's just such a genuine, nice guy. Truth be told, I really liked him. Don't understand why we put our own content in the hand of others, especially business scopes. He's really a great guy. Are you going to watch the replay? I don't think so, because he probably has other things to do today. But seriously, great work, man. You did a great job. You built up a beautiful community. I loved your speeches. I still remember how excited he was in front of his first speech. Who was at the Periscope Summit? Give me a thumbs up. And talk to him. And in the beginning, when he started his first speech, he was so excited to give a speech in front of the audience. It was amazing. He's just such a nice guy, and he did a great job. He really did a great job. Hey, John. Control is a new illusion. Yeah, we are not in control. Don't really think or even try to be in control. It's not what it is, you know. I think it could have pivoted and saved, but it is. Well, it's hard, AJ. I know you too about pivots. They take time, and you know, an investor is always buying into a story and into potential. And a pivot is something, well, my first idea didn't work out, so I pivot and I'm gonna try with the next one. Probably they didn't have a great second idea, a backup plan. What can you do with it? Catch what else? You know? It's difficult, you know, that's the whole thing. Blackouts box, amen. What did you say, my friend Michael? I sure will miss Katch. Moving forward, what can we do to easily save content? Well, Periscope will come out with a solution, so you just need to be patient a little bit more. There are a couple of third-party providers, small ones. I'm not really looking into it because I believe Periscope will anyway come out pretty soon. Do you think if Katch would have charged initially, would have been going under? It's a hard question, and I think AJ nailed it by asking the question, would you pay for a service if the main platform why you're using that service is actually offering that service for free? So if Periscope gives you that option for free, no one will pay for it anymore. So I think that's, you know, another way would have been that Katch would pivot in another way, that Katch becomes a platform where you can not only catch Periscope streams, but also other things. I mean, I tried it with Meerkat, where you can also import Facebook streams if this is possible. So you have all your live streams at one place, but then you have to have great tools to have relevancy. The one thing Periscope is lacking in my eyes is displaying relevant content. And I don't believe that the map is a great feature, because even if I want to see what is happening in California right now, I probably go to California on the map. I'm going to take a look at one of those broadcasts, and 90% of those broadcasts actually don't have great content. It's someone in his living room showing his food, is someone on the street, which is not great too. So I understand the idea, and it might work for people like Mitch and Dan, which are in Australia, and it's so pretty cool to watch Australia, and they always actually share with us great stories and beautiful beaches. That work out, but that's just 1% of the content, right? I mean, it's not that everyone is doing this. So we need to have categories, we need to have hashtags, we need to have relevancy, we need to find the right broadcast we are actually interested in. That's the power. I mean, why is Facebook working out? Because it's my friend. No matter what my friend is doing, it works because it's my friend. I'm interested in this broadcast. It's different with Periscope. Some guy in Germany trying to order pizza. Oh well, I ordered, by the way. Hope my food will come today. What are your thoughts about it? Tell me, one purpose. Oh, Mime, you're a great pantomime guy. Love you. So, true, categories would be nice and more hashtags would be nice. Well, I'm pretty sure that Periscope will come up pretty soon with a way to search broadcasts. I'm 100% confident that in the next update or in the one afterwards, they will come up with a search feature where you can search for broadcasts. I'm 100% confident on that. Wait, Alex, you know I'm creating directory by categories. Yeah, Bernard, I like those ideas. I'm going to go live and talk catch now before my flight. Great, Brian. I will watch you once my food is arriving, which should be in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So hopefully people send catch material to YouTube. Well, I hope so too, or they downloaded it. I hope you don't miss the chance. Brian, see you soon in your scope. How sure are you about the search Periscope, Alex? Well, I'm pretty sure. That's the only way they can survive, in my eyes. I don't know why actually Facebook is doing the same with the live map. Have you seen it? Have you seen the live map of Facebook Live? I'm going to show it to you quickly. They introduced new... there you go. Oh, is it... It's actually... Oh, I didn't want to click on it. But here you see like this whole live map. You probably can zoom in. And when you click on some... Whoops, here. What's happening? What's happening here? And there you see like a little bit. It's pretty nice. It's facebook.com/livemap. Like the thumbnail at the bottom to find new streams. Yeah, it makes sense. And depending on the size of the bubble, the circle, it's a bigger live stream or a smaller live stream. So here's a live stream, for example, of 1,000 viewers, which has like a big one, 1,500 viewers and so on. I think that makes sense. What is it again? Well, that's Facebook Live. It's facebook.com/livemap. If you type it in on your desktop, you will see it. And by the way, we will discuss live wars, live streaming wars on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope on Blab with Mr. Ryan Abel and a friend of him. I forgot her name. I think Lucia. But we will discuss this in 45 minutes. So if you want to join us on Blab, please feel free to do so. We will be there in 45 minutes with Mr. Ryan Abel and Lucia. Hey, Papa Bear. Great people in here. Love it. How about Friend Life and YouNow? I think YouNow has a great, great future because they are one of the few platforms that actually got monetization in place. You can gift your broadcasters and tip them with kind of tip jars. So that's a cool way that you actually can earn money, and people actually earn money. There are people who made like 6 digits per year, not per month, which is decent money. But Friend Life, I've never checked, to be honest. Is Periscope fixing notifications? Well, you can ask them about it and they look into it, but it's not that easy. I think notifications, I still believe that notifications is an issue, although they say it is not. But I'm not getting all notifications of all the people I'm following all the time, so I think there is an issue. Disney will buy Facebook to rule the world. That's a pretty bold statement, my friend, but I would love to have a Disney Facebook. And by the way, I like this light more. No light. I think no light is the best light. What do you think? You know, this is like the professional light. And this is like no light. But just my stream. I love it. Imal, thanks for the share. Really appreciate you. You can save videos to the camera roll. Yeah, AJ is so right. AJ, you're on fire today. Thank you, Superfro, for inviting the followers. Really appreciate you. Light or no light, the racing chair wins. AJ is on fire today. Love it. It told me the page wasn't available. Which page? Which page, my friend? Hi from Italy. Hello back. You know, when I have around 50 to 60 people in the stream, I like it the most. And let me explain you why. Because I can concentrate on each and every one of your comments, and I love that. It's that number again. Yeah, I like it. I just like that number. Why do people use hashtags on Periscope if you can't click on them or search? That's a great question, and the reason is because you can tweet out your hashtag to Twitter, and on Twitter you can click on it. I use always my hashtag WeKhan because then I can see, if I'm taking a look at the hashtag WeKhan, who was actually tweeting it out as sharing my broadcast. I can see it at on first sight. I know now you mention yourself, so you can see it in both ways. But also other people can see who shared that broadcast, and you can find like-minded people. So that's why 1 or 2 hashtags make sense. I usually only use 1. Now I use the second one because FarewellKatch is our hashtag today. Yeah, WeKhan has a couple of... I won't go deep into the hashtag WeKhan. I will do it in a future podcast. But it will really help you to use it because it's a kind of identification that you're part of the community. Part of my community, our community we build up, which makes sense. Hey Alex, thanks for the info. Diane, you're most welcome, my friend. Really appreciate all of you. What was your favorite? Let me ask you one question. Who was actually watching broadcasts on Katch? I know most of you were catching your broadcast, but who was actually watching broadcasts on Katch? Can you stop someone from seeing your scopes besides blocking them? No, blocking is the only one. Me, I was watching it. We have 50 people in here, and so far 2 people said they were actually watching it. Me, because replay is so slow, 3, 4, 5, very little time, says Eduardo. Sometimes, occasionally, okay, a couple, I never watched it, says Erica. I did, I downloaded and added, not me. No, not very much. And you know, the problem is, if I compare less than 1% of the views, by far less than 1% of the views I got on Katch versus on Periscope. That's also a big issue, you know, of that whole concept. I know that it was rising up and it was scaling and that was great, but on the other hand, people weren't really watching it because it's live content. People don't watch live content as much on a third-party platform. That's just how it is. Khan is your real name? Yes, it's my real name. It's not an artist name. Now we get it about engagement, no? Well, you cannot engage on Katch, can you? So that's another problem. There are a couple of flaws. I did another podcast the other day, a couple of weeks ago, what I would do better with Katch. And that's one of the things. I would focus more on building up my own platform instead of just catching it as a third-party platform because not many people are using it. What's Mevi? Mevi is another platform. I don't know how big they grew or if it worked for them or not. I think they will have problems too. I don't know if Mevi will survive. I've never ever tried Mevi. It's weird. I'm such an avid live streamer, but I never tried Mevi for some reason. I never jumped on it. Although I met the CEO in San Francisco and he's a pretty nice guy and I loved his ideas, never did it. I was in it and it sucks. Never heard of it. Well, that's a problem probably if you never heard about it. There was no freezing on Katch streams. The software was great. You know, Katch were tech people. Tech people that loved it and they did it technically well. I think what was lagging was on Katch there were no marketing people. They had no great marketing guys to really come in place with systems that you can watch it. For example, what I would have loved is if Katch would have started an app like Periscope and Katch app where you can also see it on the fly, not only on a desktop device, but on a mobile device, an own Katch app, where you can watch all the broadcasts relevancy-wise. That would be great. I would use Periscope for live streaming, and then Katch as a kind of YouTube for live streaming. I would love that. I love Katch for replay and reviews. Hey, Miss Jones, how are you? Does Blab work with periscoping? Well, it's a competitor, so Periscope is one person at once. Blab is 4 people at once. That's the difference. It's both live streaming, both has viewers, both has traffic. Periscope has much more traffic than Blab has. But the main difference is the USP of Blab is that 4 people at the same time can talk to each other. Katch needed to work on mobile. It needed to play back like Periscope replays did. There you go, Michael. Great minds think alike. Hey, Giambina. How are you, my friend? I will Periscope more. Seriously, I miss it. I'm Periscoping only 2 or 3 times a week. I want to Periscope more. I'm really trying to go back to a daily Periscope. I really love that conversations with you, back and forth. I like the idea of Facebook Live. Oh, we missed you. That's so sweet, Miss Jones. Well, yeah. Probably I would change. One day Facebook Live, one day Periscope. I was not Facebook Living at all. Can you actually say that? Facebook Living? Step it up. Yeah, I should step up my game. Most definitely, Erica. I give Periscope a big break too. Yeah, many. Where have you been? Oh, I was working. Well, you need to work some days, you know, and focus on those streams which earn you money. I got a big client over the past days and I had to focus on him. That's why I was also not snapping. It took a lot of time. But now we finished that consultation and now I have some more time. I like your periscopes. Thank you, Jambina. I really appreciate you. How does Facebook Live work? Like Periscope? Yeah, it's probably the same engine. You go live, people can jump in. The problem is the usability of Facebook Live is not that great. It's hard to share, it's hard to comment. People don't do it as often. So it's a little bit quality versus quantity. But that's just how it is, unfortunately. Hello, new to your scope. B. Morales, thanks a lot. Happy to tune in. I usually talk about live streaming, how to use live streaming, how to step up your game, how you gain traffic, how you build up a reputation, how you become a thought leader, how you use Instagram and Snapchat. So take me as a social media person. And we have a lovely community in here, so just feel free to jump in whenever you want. Depends on your Wi-Fi. Yeah, I mean, if you have a bad connection, you probably have big difficulties to do anything here, right? I still think we are waiting for the leading live streaming app. We are in the in-between. I think Facebook will make it, Michael. I said this to you on Snapchat once. I think Facebook will rule it once they figured out the usability. I really think they will figure it out. They are just so good with so many things. So it's just, you know, I said this before, the problem with live streaming is payoff. You should start scoping, B. Morales. It's great. What kind of work do you do? You're a great speaker. Thank you, MS Jackson. I'm a speaker, so I should speak. I give speaking engagements. I help brands to embrace their brand with live streaming and social media, because the big brands, they have a problem. And this is understanding the value of their audience in the right way. They are just not driving a dialogue, they're driving a monologue because they were always used to do it in this way. It was always me. Look at my TV ad, look at my newspaper ad, look at my radio ad. It was always about me. But social media is not about me, it's about you. What I do is I take a look at your comments, I try to engage with you, I ask questions, and I answer them, and that's how it works. It's a dialogue instead of a monologue, and that's what most of the brands don't get yet. They will get it for sure, and it will be great for all of us, because then we can get to know our favorite brand and can start engage with them, and that's amazing. It's a mindset shift we are in right now. Talking about before, now it's discussion. Yes, in the beginning, I always try to educate. So once more for you, what you should do, today is the last day. Please realize it. And thanks for all the props. Really appreciate it. A couple of you send me emails when I open my class again. It will be the next few weeks. If you're part of my email list, you will get to know and be notified. I will open it up for another 50 seats in the next 2 or 3 weeks, just that you know, and then you can jump in. You have beautiful eyes. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate you. Finally in life. Whoop, whoop. Thank you, Alicia. Friends don't get how much people just most hate direct ads and tune out. That's definitely true. And the reason is that they never had to. It was never necessary for them. Who's Katch? Katch is, yes, I'm on Twitter. It's the same username like here. And Katch was a service where you could save your videos after they expire on Periscope. And today is their last day. So what you need to do is save the website as a PDF with all your videos and download your videos. I hope you already ask for the download link, because otherwise there is no way you will get it anymore. But if you have done it, make sure to also save the video. And what I recommend you to do is write down the stats to understand what of your broadcasts were great and what of your broadcasts were not. And it's a big difference. Let me show it to you one more time. I didn't do it on time. Oh, that's a bummer, my friend. Look at it. My best broadcast, according to Katch, had 4,100, let me switch on the light, had 4,100 live viewers. And the worst one had only 116 live viewers. You see, it's a big difference. And now I can understand what broadcasts were the ones who were really cool and what broadcasts were the ones who were really bad. And I can also see like what were the broadcasts who had the most comments. So the worst had 42 comments. That was actually the worst stream also, with the almost worst hearts. And the best broadcast had 4,300 comments. So just that you see, there's a big, and you can also see like the ones with the most hearts. The best stream I had 170,000 hearts. That's pretty cool. And it goes down. Was your great data, right? Yes, it's great data, definitely. No, it was not my first. Katch started 9 months ago. Periscope started 13 months ago, and I started with Periscope on day 1, so I already were 4 months in place before I started with Katch. Any other way to save a scope? Not yet, but Periscope will offer it soon. Did you match all your Katch Excel files? Well, honestly, one employee of mine, he did it. He wrote down everything today. It took him, I think it took him 2 to 3 hours to catch up with all the data, but it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. I will talk in my social media mentor class a little bit about it tomorrow. How I did this. Any other day to save scopes, including comments and hearts? No, not really, my friend. I thought Katch started with Meerkat. No, Katch started. Well, I started with Katch 9 months ago. I don't know when Katch actually started. Let me rephrase it. I started with Katch 9 months ago. I don't know when Katch actually started. I think they started 1 month after Periscope. That's the time I have in mind, which was 7 weeks after Meerkat started. And they actually started with Meerkat, that's true, Rick. They started with Meerkat and then they opened up for Periscope. But I don't know what was the exact timeline. But I think Periscope started and then Katch started with Meerkat videos and then they started with Katch and Periscope videos. Is Katch going away? Yes, today, unfortunately. Can a viewer download someone else's Katch for later viewing? I think this was not possible what you could is with a workaround probably. There are tools and plugins where you can basically download anything. So then you could do it. But I think Katch didn't allow you to download another video. Never use Screencastify on Chrome. Well, that Screencastify is probably like Camtasia, right? Where you can like save any stream, right? That's what you can do. You can save any video. You like my face? That's sweet. Thank you. Really appreciate you for liking my face. In 25 minutes, by the way, I will be on Plab, just that you know. Do you think the replays are high quality enough for YouTube? I think quality-wise, it's not the main issue. The main issue in my eyes, and that's why I didn't upload it on YouTube, is that it's landscape. It's not landscape, it's portrait mode. And YouTube is landscape mode. I don't think that many people watch periscope streams on YouTube. If it's really great content, okay. If you don't find it anywhere else, okay, they might do it. But it's just not the main sense of YouTube. YouTube is just landscape, you know, so that's why I'm not doing it. Maybe I will upload some of my videos, I will pre-screen them, and then some of them I will upload on YouTube, the best ones, maybe my keynote speeches or great broadcast, maybe the review, the final reveal of how you do a split screen interview, maybe those things. You overlay them on brand graphics. Yeah, that's a workaround which works, but still, I know that's better than having just those black bars. It's better to use an image, but still, it's portrait mode. So I don't know. Thank you for the shares, Morales. Really appreciate you. I love your social media class. Thank you, Miss Jones. I'm really happy about it. And yeah, many people love it. I think out of those 50. 1 or 2 so far won't continue. So it's a 98% continue rate. It's pretty good. I like it. So what are your classes about and how much do you charge? I started with $49 a month and it's all about social media. It's really like this is here, weekly webinars. But it's closed now. I'm not trying to sell you something right now. You cannot buy it anyway right now because it's closed. I started with 50 people and it was sold out within a couple of minutes. And well, a couple of hours. Well, it took. Need to grab my food. Filled with content. Yeah, every day there comes a tip of I lost you. Back again? Are you still with me or did I lose you? When I go to unfortunately, I think I lost you. Let's see. I should have known this. I don't know if you're still with me. My friends, are you still with me? I don't see any comments. Here, okay, you're with me. Everything is fine. I'll continue the course. That's amazing, Miss Jones. Anymore. And it's a good thing because probably it won't get cheaper, it will get more expensive. So as more and more content is in. And tomorrow I have a great, oh, I have to send out an email, by the way. For all which are in my course, I will send an email in the next hour, well, probably the next 1.5 hours, about what is the topic tomorrow. And the topic tomorrow is how to use Twitter effectively. I'm going to start with Twitter and then when I go on with Facebook and Snapchat and all those other channels. So let me quickly get my food. Although I anyway need to hop off. So I'm going to say goodbye to you right now. For all the Katch people, you did an amazing job. I really, really appreciate you. And I hope to see you pretty soon, maybe in Plap in 20 minutes. Bye-bye.